Sizo, do you know what Inhlawulo is? Or your understanding of Inhlawulo?
My understanding of Inhlawulo it's like in a way ucela intethelelo for mhlambe isenzo esithile osenzile.
Asking for forgiveness.
Yes.
So it's damages in the legal term.
Yeah, pretty much.
When you're paying damages for damaging something, I damaged property.
Yeah.
I violated you in some way. So I'm paying damages because I
Yeah.
did something wrong and I'm asking for forgiveness.
Yeah. That's my understanding of it.
Okay. Please continue. But what have you done wrong?
Yeah, so
Because I'm guessing Inhlawulo, you're speaking of it in a generic term. Uthi
sure.
uyahlawula, mhlampe if I smashed Debsa's car that I drove,
Yeah.
mhlampe if I stole something from his garden, uyahlawula.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think because in life we have certain we have certain things, standards, laws that we live by, and once you deviate from those things, there must be a way to show you that this has consequences, and ngoba uyenzile, it's your first
misdemeanor.
Yeah, it's your first misdemeanor.
This thing you're raising is so
know?
deep. It's so not deep. It's very important.
So sikubonisa ngale ndlela ukuthi ngaba kukhulu the next time
if you do it again.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for now, hlawula na inkukhu, hlawula sithengele na imbuzi, mhlambe hlawula na ngenkomo, you know.
So the punishment, the grandchild.
It is a punishment.
So we're speaking about it in the context of impregnating a woman you haven't married.
Yeah.
And I'm asking any further thoughts on top of what you've said. In particular, so we spoke about damages and penalties as a generic broad term. But now, because you started bringing examples of a chicken, a goat, etc. Now, in this context of paying damages for impregnating a woman that you're not married to.
Look, I think part of me understands it because it's a common practice. Because I would think that indlela esibuka ngayo impilo zethu, we look at the man to be the person who will provide, right? The means to the family so that they can live. Therefore,
the man being a boy, the boy you impregnated your daughter.
Exactly.
I'm just asking.
Yes,
in that context, okay.
Inhlawulo then also comes in to say, because you have now impregnated this person, you have ceased to be a boy.
You've ceased to be a boy?
Yes.
That's your understanding?
Because
I get where Caesar's going.
No, I just want to hear. That's your understanding.
Says the thing that you've done, the act of impregnating this person, is not what boys do. It's what men do.
Okay.
And now we're going to punish you.
Like a man.
And take this punishment, uhlawule, right? And take this person and make her your wife.
That's your understanding?
That's my understanding of it. Is to say, ungene emzini, ungabikanga, wangasho ukuthi uhlose ukwenzani ngalomuntu. Sakwazi. You've done what you've done. You've impregnated her outside of our perimeters as a family. Now she's pregnant and she's carrying your child. This is not what a boy would do. This is what a man is capable of doing. So now you need to rise up to the occasion of being a man and take the responsibility of making this person your wife. Because Inhlawulo, also in my understanding, is that it's you saying to the family as a sign of paying this punishment to say, I am going to now take, or rather embark on this journey of taking...
deposit.
But now
it's not a deposit, but it's saying ukuthi sengiyaqala manje
process. It's a fee and a deposit.
Yokuthi ngizonakekela labantu.
Even though your daughter also opened her legs.
Angithi phela manje also how I think for myself how I also view culture. Culture views women as
People who make choices, men make choices on their behalf.
As children to an extent.
Yeah.
To put it crassly and crudely.
Yeah. This and these views don't represent Sizwe. This is my view of what culture says.
We had a disclaimer at the beginning of the show that these views do not represent whatever we said, Baba.
So culture also views women in this way, to say the man is the person that coerces.
Yeah.
That's smart enough to know what's going on. The woman is dizzy and doesn't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Because Inhlawulo suggests that.
It does. No, it's not even. It is that.
Inhlawulo doesn't?
It does.
Inhlawulo as well does.
They are linked to
suggest,
these things.
You know? So that's my interpretation of this thing.
Thank you. Do you agree with this interpretation?
No, yes, his interpretation.
Yes.
Not his view on it and
his interpretation.
Yeah, no, it's correct.
You agree?
Yeah.
There's a part I don't agree with. So,
okay.
The first part I don't agree with is the part on you are doing the act of a man.
Yeah.
Therefore, you'll be punished as a man. I think Inhlawulo is very much a punishment for a boy. You are doing dumb boyish things and we'll punish you. And the people that pay the fine are the parents.
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't phrase it right. What I'm saying is the punishment says you're a boy.
Yeah.
And the thing that you've done
is
a thing that must be done by men.
Therefore,
you must be punished for being in an
punishment for acting like a man that you're not.
Yeah, no.
Okay. No, that's fine. But it's your parents that get fined.
Yes, no,
Sure.
for sure.
Culturally. So it wouldn't be you, which would mean that your father would probably moor you when you get home because there's something he's had to lose tangibly.
Yeah.
And then number two, also just the shame and the disrespect
It
that
brings to
you
the
brought.
family.
The other, that's the one part. The other part I don't agree with was the part about the deposit. I don't think Inhlawulo is the beginning or any type of insinuation
That you want to marry.
that you will do the right thing.
But that is the evolution of Inhlawulo.
No. I need interpretation.
Oh, okay.
Right? So I'm disagreeing on interpretation.
Yeah.
Okay.
My understanding is it's literally just a penalty. If when the conversation is being had on we are about to penalize you, and this boy is like, I'm going to take responsibility and accountability, I would like to do the right thing. I believe the penalty gets put aside. I believe it gets put aside. It's like, okay, let's do the right thing.
First.
We'll apologize to the ancestors and say, Vele, this boy was planning to. But if you're not planning to, we just penalize. I don't think we penalize and say, okay, we'll wait for you to come and do the right thing. That is my interpretation. If you are planning to marry this girl, if you are planning to, I think the conversation changes completely. You have still done something wrong. There may be some type of penalty, etc., but it's very different. And now, when you break down Inhlawulo, that is being paid in money today, but back then people would debate. It could be Inkuku, which people wouldn't speak about today, but they'll speak about Imbuzi, a goat which gets slaughtered to cleanse the girl's family of the shame and like the sin that the girl has brought onto the home. She has brought the shame, but it is the boy that is being fined. The one conversation I never hear being said, which I can only imagine probably happened, is the punishment of the girl. And I could imagine back then, fathers, if not the mothers, would whip this girl. What were you doing? You have embarrassed and shamed our family, and now you're no longer a pure girl. Now people know in the streets that we've got some half a hoochie here in this posy. That is not how we raised you. Mm-hmm. What the hell were you doing? Because if we're not going to say the girl's getting punished, the only other way Inhlawulo makes sense is if she was raped. Because she did not consent, which means she had no foul, no wrong.
That's where I was.
But if she consented, she also needs to get punished because Usizwe raises this very important part of we are punishing you based on laws that we understand, of which this is where today modernity makes me look at Inhlawulo and really want to get angry. There is no social pact that boys and girls have made to a point where when me and my girlfriend have been dating for 5 years decide to have a child, I must go be penalized. A girl that I've been dating that I know has got exes. We speak about her exes. I know she slept with other guys. I never broke her virginity. So the bimbuzi to cleanse. For some families, they would add inkomo, which now leon komo is for taking the virginity, because that now becomes the assumption. The pregnancy is the proof that you slept with her. We're assuming that she never had sex before. But you also assume for a girl that's been inspected, the fact that she was sleeping with other guys, and if I've got proof of that, I should not be paying this cow. Inkomo. What this inkomo does is it becomes a discount for the next guy who decides to marry her, that she's not a virgin.